Hi, my name is Trevor Woodland. In today's video, we are going to cover creating a new shipment. So this is your main dashboard, and from your main dashboard, you can either begin a new shipment by creating new shipment on your left sidebar, or with this big yellowish button right here. So, new shipment. First things first, select shipper. Where is it we're shipping from? Let's say that we are shipping out of Midway, and you can either create a new shipper location right here, or this is accessing your contact book, which we cover in another video, and you can view this by, as you can see, we have many different Midways right here for different addresses, but nonetheless, Midway. The way Southwest has it set up, you can schedule shipments up to 10 days in advance. So the white calendar dates are days that you can select. The grayed out ones afterwards, you simply can't choose. Let's go with next Monday. Time. We want to see all of the flights that day. Consignee, who is it we're shipping to? This is accessing your contact book again. You can see all of the locations you've already created, or you can create a new consignee on the spot. Let's say that we are shipping to Phoenix. Select product category. What is it we're shipping? This accesses all of the different pricing that Southwest offers. But for purposes of this, let's just simply say that we're shipping general cargo. The way that they have it designed, you can ship up to 200 pounds per shipment. If you try and go over that, it simply won't let you get past this first step. When selecting pieces and weight, if you do 5 pieces at 200 pounds, what this means is that each piece weighs 40 pounds, not that you're shipping 5 200-pound pieces. If you ever want to ship boxes that are different dimensions, all you have to do is click this add button, and then you can create different box sizes. Again, like I said, if you try and go over 200 pounds and click continue, it will kick back an error and prevent you from moving forward. The declared value right here, this is charged at 80 cents per $100 declared. Nonetheless, though, let's just go with one box right here. Continue. The way the system works, you will always see Nonstop Flights first. In the event that there are no Nonstop Flights available, it will automatically default to connecting flights. It's pretty straightforward. You got your flight number, your departure time, your arrival time, when you have to drop it off at the airport, when it's available for recovery. You'll notice that this is highlighted in yellow. What this is simply drawing to your attention is that, hey, if you want to get this first flight out, you may have to drop it off the night before. To see the pricing breakdown, all you have to do is actually just click on the price. One thing to note is that everything is reweighed and remeasured at time of tender, so this is a very close estimate to what it is you should expect to pay. And then when we look all the way down, depending on where it is that you are flying to, if you're flying in really late, you may not be able to recover your freight until the following morning. One thing to note when looking at connecting flights. So with this first example right here, you'll notice that it says one stop, plane change, Los Angeles. If you actually click right here in the middle, this shows you the itinerary. So this is Midway to Los Angeles, sits there for almost 3 hours, then gets on a different plane, and then goes Los Angeles to Phoenix. There would never be an instance where, say, it lands in Los Angeles and then 10 minutes later it's supposed to get on a plane and then go to Phoenix. There are layover rules that are built into the logic of the platform, so you will only ever see applicable connecting flights based on the logic of the airline. It's normally at least an hour. There are a few airports in which it's a little longer. Now that being said, there are instances where you will see connecting flights where it says one stop, no plane change. And when there is no plane change, the layover rules don't apply because your cargo isn't getting off the plane. No one's touching it, and that same plane is continuing on to its final destination. So again, the layover rules do not apply. You'll notice how it says additional schedules here. If you click on this with this flight that's landing in Las Vegas, you have this first flight that leaves at 11:15, but if you click on additional schedule, you'll notice that there is another flight that leaves there at 1. So if for some reason your cargo isn't able to catch that first flight, you know that there is another flight there afterwards which your cargo can get on. Now that being said, let's go back and choose a nonstop flight. Let's go with this second one at 7:55. This is the Airway Bill portion of the air freight search. You'll notice that there's already been an Airway Bill number assigned to this shipment. If you actually click right here, you'll see that there's a list of Airway Bill numbers within this profile. How this works is that the system just simply grabs the next Airway Bill number assigned to your company account. When you run low, there is a banner that shows up that notifies you that you need to request more numbers, but for right now we're good. The only thing that we have to do is we have to fill in the content description of what it is that we're shipping. So right here, you see that we have this massive drop down of possible options for shipping under general cargo. Let's say though that we were actually shipping machine parts. One thing to note is that if we actually just begin to type in machine, we get rid of that list and boom, there you go, machine parts. One thing to note is that the following 4 checkboxes are optional. You do not have to fill them in. The 2 agent checkboxes only apply for international shipments, so you really don't have to worry about that. Handling requirements, fragile, do not stack, save. Now, one thing to note with the Airway Bill is that you do not have to print this out. If you do want to print this out, this is not the correct page where you will do this. I will show you where you can get a copy of the Airway Bill, but this is really just here for a visual placeholder, so do not bother trying to print this page out. Nonetheless, let's continue on. Continue. This is just a summary of everything we just did. Who's shipping, where's it going to, the date, the route, the cost breakdown. Again, everything's reweighed and remeasured at time of tender. We click submit. Now, when we go back and we look at our dashboard, we see right here that we have a new pending shipment. You'll see that it says WN pending in orange. The Hangar A and Southwest Systems are communicating with each other to confirm that there's space available for our cargo. It normally takes between 5 to 10 seconds to confirm that there is cargo space available for that, and boom, there you go. Our shipment was accepted. And with that, that is how you go about performing an air freight search. Thank you for watching this video on how to go about shipping.